This episode, I had a couple of goals in mind. One of them was going to Castle Morn and picking up the Claymore so I had a better weapon. I did a little bit of research. Seemed like it was a decent weapon. I've gotten it before, but I've never used it. And going out to the nomadic merchant and picking myself up a lantern. I'm tired of using the torches down in the caves. But first, a quick stop at this blind maiden to pick up her letter for her FedEx mission, because you can't have a good game without lots of FedEx missions. May as well take care of these ugly guys on the way through and pick up the shiny stuff that's laying around here. Never really used the wolf summons that much in any of my other playthroughs. I'm kind of liking them this time. I may level them up a bit and use them a lot until I get Mimic Tier, because of course when I get Mimic Tier they'll be my main summons, unless I change and try a playthrough without the Mimic Tier. I think these sounds that surround the walking mausoleums are some of the best ominous sounds in the game. I really love them. Quick stop here to pick up my lantern so I can see in the caves without having to hold a torch, and then we'll be on our way. And back to the Gross-Eyed Cave to give this another shot and hope that I don't get my ass handed to me miserably like before. But this is Elden Ring, so, you know. Let's go. He's mine. And then it was time to head south and take care of Kenneth's little mission. Go and clear his fort for him. Do his dirty work, because apparently people in Elden Ring aren't capable of doing their own work. And totally forgot about the stupid archer or crossbowman up at the top of the tower there. got the shiny object, because we all know how I like my shinies. I keep thinking I may do a little better if I was to pick up some better armor, but I actually love the look of this Confessor gear, and I really don't want to give it up unless I absolutely have to. I mean, fashion over safety. Which would you choose? Come to us, Mr. Pumpkinhead. It's your turn. Well, that was just totally rude and not called for. If I haven't mentioned it before, I totally dislike rats and pyromaniacs, and this stupid fort has both of them. Rats and guys throwing fire at me. I think the rats wouldn't be so bad if they weren't so darn detailed. I mean, they're so disgusting looking, I can almost smell them. That one was so close, I thought I was done right there. Beginning to get a little worried here, running out of healing options, and I still have to get up past these guys to the knight at the top. And like the knight up my gate front, I've always had problems with this knight. He's handed my ass to me so many times, and at such a low level and with a crappy weapon, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to go well. And there he is. I'm going to run out of here quickly. He was just a bit persistent. I had to run like crazy to get away from him. And of course I saw a shiny object and had to get it then, and not after I killed him, so that kind of backed me into a little bit of a corner. And I knew I was dead right here, and was astonished when I saw that I wasn't. And this actually gave me an idea of a different way to approach this, since he was running around chasing me so much. Need to add this to my list of to-dos. Get a better bow. Get the long bow. Get the long bow. The short bow really sucks. I think it's quick to fire, but I don't like it. I prefer the long bow a lot. Once I started lobbing arrows at him, he stopped chasing me. I knew if I would run down there and try to swing my sword, he would wipe me out, so I just continued to lob arrows at him. Until eventually I got him up into an area where he kind of wandered around like a chicken with his head cut off, and I was able to just keep lobbing arrows at him. These knights might be tanks, but I get the impression that they have no intelligence whatsoever. And no, I'm not going to put that on my sword. I actually don't like the damage it deals to me in order to get some blood loss. There are a lot better ones down the road that I'll get and use over that. Alright, so back down the hill to go tell Ken that he can go back to his fort and throw a party or whatever he wants to do. Thanks, Ken. And then it was time to dodge some giant arrows for a quick run into Castle Morn to snag the claymore and see if it's any better than the sword that I'm using currently. Pop Assassin's Approach and quick step around to the right, and they'll be none the wiser that I was even here. And I knew I was definitely not ready to take on all of Castle Morn. I could probably make it a little ways through, but I really didn't want to try it this early. I've always picked this up, never used it. I've always went with katanas or twin blades, so this will be fun using a new weapon. Quick stop to level up a bit before I take off again. This is actually kind of nice doing it this way without going and killing the dragon and getting all those runes and hitting all the rune farm glitches and everything. Why I even stopped and attempted to take this place out is beyond me. I think I was just getting a little cocky at this point and wanting some excitement, so I gave it a shot. And of course, I must have the shiny object I see. I must get it now. That's my philosophy. Okay, my wolves were not being quite the distraction I was hoping. He was focused on me and totally ignoring them most of the time. Okay, we are done here. I am out of there. That was the perfect place to call it a night and lick my wounds and ponder my next moves.